Hey everyone, this is Manny with Nikolai Design. We're transforming the world one room at a time. Alright guys, welcome to the first Shit to It episode where you submit your space and I transform it. I will be doing one of these every month, so guys stay tuned because these are going to be fun and exciting. The links to all the products shown will be on my LTK. Those will be linked down below. Like my video please. Alright, I'm waiting for you to like it so I can start. Alright, now let's get on with the video. Today's space was submitted by Jorgos, and he is a follower of mine on Instagram. He very graciously submitted photos of his space and inspo pics so I could help him out. He basically says, "Help, I feel like I live in a shoebox. I have no style." Now, I don't feel like he lives in a shoebox, at least not from the photos taken, because the living area seems pretty big. It just needs a little bit of help. It seems like he has an idea of what he's doing, but it's not to scale for the space that he's in. So let's jump right into it. So his inspo pics are very neutral pieces or very neutral rooms with that very trendy camel brown leather couch. These can actually be made to look really nice. So let's hop into it. So one, I think we need to paint all of the walls white. And White Dove by Benjamin Moore is a great color for this. It's a little bit warmer, so it'll match everything and it'll still go well with the floors. Two, let's dress up your windows. They look very bare. Window drapes really make a huge difference in how sophisticated a space feels. So let's go for something that's a little bit off-white or like taupey. Still very neutral, but also very nice. When you hang the curtains, make sure that you hang them outside of the actual window and just let them slightly overlap the window to kind of create that illusion that you have wider windows. Also, when you hang them, make sure that they go almost all the way to the ceiling and that they come all the way down to the floor. Now that we've talked about the drapes, let's move on. For the TV wall, I recommend, if you have the means to do it, to DIY a fireplace so you can build it out. It's pretty simple. I've done it in my parents' house and it turned out beautifully. Or if you can afford it, pay someone to build it out for you and build custom cabinets as well as custom shelving. It's gonna look much more tailored and custom than just buying a TV unit. I'm not the biggest fan of TV units, but I understand a lot of times people don't have the means, or you're just renting and you can't do it. So if you can, build out a little fireplace, hang your TV up top, and then have custom shelving on the sides. Now, for the actual layout of the space, I built two of these for you. One with a sectional and one with a sofa. We're going to start with the sofa because that's the one I prefer. But again, I don't have the dimensions of your space, so it might not work. Now we brought in a camel brown sofa, very similar to the ones in your inspo pics. That's going to be directly across from your TV, right? On each side of the sofa, I added very beautiful accent tables. Accent tables are a very affordable way to add interest to your space, and like they're making a lot of sculptural ones. All right, so on the side table closest to the wall, I would recommend adding a lamp because that'll give you a little mood lighting and it'll look really beautifully. Maybe consider one of these that I'm suggesting. I think it'll work really well with everything else that I'm suggesting for the space. Next to that side table and along the wall, let's put two accent chairs. Maybe something like boucle. Boucle has a lot of texture. It's really beautiful. The color of the boucle will juxtapose the brown couch very beautifully. And boucle is very trendy right now. All right, now let's talk rugs. For under this space, we're going to need something a little bit bigger than what you currently had. I think what you need for this space is an 8 or 9 by 12 because it seems like what you have might be like a 7 by 10 and it's not big enough. Make sure that whatever rug you order is bigger than the one you currently have because your space is swallowing it up. Now that we talked about the rug, let's talk about coffee tables. Coffee tables can be hit or miss. A coffee table for something like this would need to be pretty substantial. Notice that your space is very long, so your coffee table can't be small. The one that you currently have is being swallowed up by the space. It doesn't look right. So let's make sure we get something a little bigger, something along the lines of like the CB2 one or any of these other ones here. Right across from the accent chairs, I'm suggesting two ottomans. These are from Target. They're only $100. They're low profile, so they won't be in the way. But if you have a lot of people over, they can be used as seating. And they also add a nice decorative element. So if you don't need the fan, I would 100% change it out for a beautiful light fixture. It's really going to elevate the space along with everything else you're already doing. And it's just going to make the space stunning. Consider one of these that I'm suggesting to you because They're really beautiful. Even the $200 one from Home Depot I think would make a huge statement. I wouldn't worry too much about the chandelier getting in the way of the TV because your chandelier is going to hang here, and when you're sitting down here, your angle will never be obstructed by that lamp. Alright, and now behind the sofa, I would suggest you get either like a faux tree or a real live tree that's pretty big. And so that way at some point when it's growing, it's like branching out one over the couch, but it's just going to look really beautiful and just kind of like tie the whole space in together. Greenery in a space makes it feel a lot homier, and there are studies that show that greenery, whether faux or real, significantly elevates people's like happiness. And so this is what the room would look like if you were to purchase all the furniture suggestions I've given. Hey guys, so I have a special announcement. My website is finally up. It's nikolaidesign.co. Check it out if you want to book a consultation with me, a one-on-one virtual consultation. If you need any advice on your space, or if you just need like a general design direction, book me. Alright, and then I made a second option for you in case you wanted a sectional as opposed to a sofa, or there wasn't enough space for the 2 chairs. So the sectional is a little bit simpler because you don't have to buy as many furniture pieces, but buying any leather piece is always going to be pricey. I'm suggesting like a really beautiful cane chair across from it because these are very in right now, but it's just like it's going to be such a nice juxtaposition to the brown leather, like nice black and light caning. It's also going to match if you did the shelving and the cabinets on the wall. It's just going to be really beautiful and simple and effortless look. Alrighty, so here's a sectional with different pieces as the other mock-up. I think they both work really great. It's really going to depend on your style and whether you are more eclectic or more transitional. Well, yeah, so these are basically the 2 looks that I could come up with for your room. I really hope that you enjoyed it, Giorgio. I don't know where you're located, but I'm hoping that you can either buy these pieces or buy something very similar. Remember, guys, everything that I'm showing here below that I'm suggesting is going to be on my LTK. You can shop every single piece that I've shown. What is LTK? LTK is an app where anything that's pictured you can shop. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I will be doing one of these every month, so make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's @nikolai.design. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful week.